I'm going to try and just keep this video nice and short. So basically, I've gone onto Twitter and I've seen that Michael Benson is reporting that Anthony Yarde has signed the contract to face Sergey Kovalev in Russia on June 29th for the WBO light heavyweight world title. Fair credit to Anthony. If this is true, and he has, and we get the announcement maybe this week, credit due to Anthony Yarde. I really didn't think when this fight was first being talked about that he would take this fight. I thought that they would go another direction, especially when I heard Tunde Ajayi saying stuff like, oh, we're the A side, and if Sergey Kovalev wants this fight in Russia, he's ducking, the kind of stuff like that. It kind of had me thinking that, what, this fight's not going to happen. So I didn't really get excited about it at the start. But then you hear things like 4.2 million, and you hear kind of Team Yarde saying, that Yarde has, Tunde Ajayi, not even Team Yarde, that Yarde has better skills than Andre Ward, and Andre Ward walked through hell, walked through fire to beat Sergey Kovalev. We won't. You were kind of like, what? And then you started thinking, like, is this fight going to happen? Are they actually really? Because I actually do. Tunde Ajayi, the stuff he says, originally I thought it was trolling, but I don't think it's even trolling. I think he genuinely is this confident, and he genuinely, I think, does believe that Sergey Kovalev is there for the taking. So I think the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know what, I think this fight's going to happen, and it's looking likely that it will happen. If and when this fight takes place, June 29th, it was June 29th in Russia, Anthony Yarde versus Sergey Kovalev, I'll be picking Sergey Kovalev to win this fight, because I just don't think Anthony Yarde, as skilled as he is, and he is skilled, he's a fantastic athlete, he's got great athleticism, he's a big, strong light heavyweight, he's a hard puncher. Sergey Kovalev, when you look at Sergey Kovalev, which punchers has he really faced when you think about it? Is Elite Alvarez a big puncher? Not really. He landed a great shot on Sergey Kovalev in the first fight, but is he really is he known for being a big puncher? Not really. Is Andre Ward known for being a big puncher? Definitely not. Who else has Sergey Kovalev faced who's a big puncher? I can't think of any. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of any. Darnell Boo? Maybe. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anybody who Sergey Kovalev's fought who was a big puncher. People say Yarde's not been in there with punchers. Realistically, has Sergey Kovalev? It's an interesting little thought. That being said, Sergey Kovalev, although I think he's nearing the end of his career, I think he'll win this fight. I just don't think you can go from fighting the Travis Reeves of the world and some of the other journeymen that he's fought to going straight in at world level against a champion like Sergey Kovalev. I just don't think you can do it. I could be wrong. Yarde could be the exception to the rules. He could go in there, having had 10 amateur fights, having fought a very poor level of opposition, and be that good, be that talented. And I'm sure Sergey Kovalev would have had to have, declined a little bit as well. But maybe Anthony Yarde could be that guy. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, and I really do rate Anthony Yarde very, very, very highly. I think he's a fantastically talented fighter, but I just don't see it. If Yarde had fought some guys like a Sullivan Barrera, Joe Smith Jr. and Isaac Chilemba, and he'd beaten them and he'd done a job on them, I might turn around and say, you know what? Yeah, maybe Yarde could be Sergey Kovalev. Maybe he will. Maybe I'd be more confident about picking Yarde to win. But his last fight against Travis Reeves is probably the best name on Yarde's resume. I just can't pick him based on that. Even though he's skilled, even though I think he can cause Kovalev some problems, even though I think he hits hard enough to hurt and stop Sergey Kovalev, I'm just going to go with Sergey Kovalev to win this fight. So if this fight does take place and, the stories are true that Yarde has signed his contract, then I'll be picking Sergey Kovalev to win. Would Yarde win in this fight shock me? Definitely not. Like I said, I do think Sergey Kovalev, although his performance last time against Elite Alvarez was good, I do still think that the clock is starting to tick on Sergey Kovalev. I really do. And that's just what I think. I think that Sergey Kovalev will win this fight, but I wouldn't be shocked if Yarde won. I'll definitely be picking Sergey Kovalev, and if I was a betting man, my money would be going on Sergey Kovalev to win this fight. So those are my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think down below. I know a lot of people in my last video said that they were kind of hoping Yarde would lose. Look, if he loses, he loses. it's not the end of the world. Right, so he can come back. It's not the end of the world. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you looking forward to this fight? I am. I think there's any top fight where you have kind of unknowns. It's always worth looking forward. It's always worth tuning into. Let me know what you think down below. Who do you think will win this fight? Again, please let me know. Thanks for dropping by the channel. If you like the content, like the video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help this channel. Channel's been growing amazingly the last couple of weeks, so let's try and keep the ball rolling. Let's try and keep it going. Thanks for dropping by the channel. It's always appreciated. And as always, I will talk to you after.